TGI Fridays, baby. Suge Knight in the building, baby. Yes, sir. Nice and early. I see you, baby. Yes, sir. Low, lower, baby. I see you, baby. Low, you know I got your Kansas City Chief colors on. Yes, sir. Let me invite some cats. Word up. TPK in the building. I see you. I know we waiting. A lot of stuff, you know. You know how we do it. A lot of stuff, man. Busy Friday, TGI Friday, you heard? Yes, sir. Breezy in the building, baby. Duke Blue Devils. New York Knicks, you heard? Sixers. I see you, baby. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to everybody, man. We got the X-Man rolling up in a few. A lot of news for y'all, a lot of signings. And I got creative with it today. I switched a lot of shit up for y'all. Yeah. I love this track right here. It's called Moon. Like Bad Moon Rising type shit, you heard? Alright, let me put pause on it real quick. Before I get carried away, let me take these off. I'm going to give a special shout out now that we got peoples in the building. I want to give a special happy birthday, rest in peace shout out to my man Keiki. I'm even representing his shirt. It's my little guy, man. Always, like he said, he used to look up to me, man. I'm not trying to be a big brother. I'm just saying he used to look up to me. He actually made me one of my Al York designs. All the credit goes to him. It was his idea. Cancer warrior. Good kid, man. I never had issues with him, man. You know what I'm saying? And this birthday coming up. I don't know if it was yesterday, today, but either way, it's this week. And, rest in peace, shout out Cancer Warrior, Keiki, man. Much love, my brother. Okay, let me move on real quick. God bless him, man. All right, so before I start the show, I just want to shout out to everybody. TGI Friday open sessions and giveaways. Round 7 just finished. Now we on round 8. The contest gets better and better because I start to implicate certain stuff. You see people at the end, how they try to buy more numbers. And it gets like kind of the playoffs. Like, it get like that. The tension. There was a lot of tension last week. And Tapia pulled it off. Chico Bailey beat Brian Ford. So we clear that. I had to mention that. Round 8 is fresh right now. Everybody at 0-0. Let me say the message of the day. Then we're going to start the show. Shout out to everybody. If I didn't hit you up, I'll hit you eventually. Shout out of the day, guys. Or message of the day. Let me say it right. Message of the day, X-Man in the building. A lot of people, right? I was going to say motherfuckers, but I'm going to change it to a lot of people. My man, all the double R in the building, all the Guzman, you already know. Motherfuckers keep it 100. But fade when shit hit the fan. Think about that. You got a lot of dudes that can keep it a buck with you until shit get real. Now, there's two ways to answer that. Either the dude is just not, like a street dude. Maybe he's like a school dude and he's just not into problems, but he'll be your friend. Or maybe he's just fake. You got to determine that. If you know this dude was never from the streets, maybe you give him a pass. Just like in the movie Boys in the Hood, right? Remember homeboy wanted to go because they killed this man, the football player, and what happened? Let me out. And they let him out the car. They still loved him. It's just he wasn't built for real shit. So you have to determine that. If you know you dealing with a dude that so-called keeps it real, but he fades on you when shit get real, you need to cut him off. Because he qualifies for the situation. But if you got, like I said, some school college dude, and he ain't built for that, you might want to give him a pass because he's just not built for that. And with that, let's start this motherfucker, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all know how it is, man. Al York Sports, man. Ain't taking no prisoners, man. Y'all niggas know I give it up, man. I'm not here stunting, man. Everything I'm saying, I got receipts, man. Whenever a motherfucker got receipts, he's keeping it a bank. And trust me, I ain't got no bootleg receipts. I got actual receipts. You know what I mean? Because that's how you gotta keep it. You either keep it a band or don't keep it nothing. I ain't with the middle shit. If you in the middle, yo, when you go to prison, you gotta choose. You either gonna be in the gang or you gonna be neutral. Ain't no middle shit. Try playing in the middle to see where you gonna be at. You gonna be getting cut from all areas. Cut from all areas. Unless you bulletproof. And bulletproof ain't really in the middle. Motherfuckers got you. And with that, man, I don't know. I kind of lost it. But bottom line, motherfuckers gotta keep it real when it matters, man. It's like a clutch hitter in baseball. A football a quarterback that could throw the touchdown with less than a minute on 4th down. You got to be clutch. And the relationship is the same thing. You got to be there when it matters most, man. Because if not, you either get the nigga out the door or you give him a pass because he ain't built for that shit. Al York Sports, man. Y'all know I keep it a stack, man. Let's start getting this going, guys. I got a bunch of shit for y'all. Go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death. Nueva York. Peace to the shooter, coast to coast Mike, Futex, Mech 1, the R, Chico Linston. Y'all niggas keep doing what y'all doing, man. Shout out to Arrowhead Media, my man, Candyman. He handled his business. Hit him up at Arrowhead Media. You know what I mean? 702. He'll do your work for you. Like I say, he does editing, all kind of shit, creativity. If you in Vegas, give my man a shot. If you're not in Vegas, maybe you got to shoot him a video and then see what he could do with it. But shout out to Arrowhead Media at 702. Now let's start this marvelous, lovely show. We're going to start off with the Pittsburgh Steelers making a major move yesterday, or maybe it could have been on Wednesday. Either way, it was this week, giving T.J.WATT, the best defensive player right now, an extension of 3 years, 123 M's. Highest paid non-quarterback NFL player ever. 41 M's annually, just passing Jamar Chase and Myles Garrett on the annually payout. And y'all already know about T.J.WATT. I ain't got to say nothing. As long as he's on that field, that motherfucker is a super bullhawk, man. He all over that motherfucker. The problem with him is he be going, his motor be extra super. And that's why he's always getting hurt. Pulling hamstrings, knee shit. But and the motherfucker healthy, ain't nobody. I'm Lawrence Taylor is probably the better ever defensive player as far as being able to get all around the field. I know y'all gonna say Aaron Donald, you know what I mean, Ray Lewis, I get it. But they're not running tracking dudes down the field like T.J.WATT. Only Lawrence Taylor. So T.J.WATT is that good to me. Y'all could think I'm bugging. I watched him enough. Watch video. This boy burns on that field, man. Salute to the Steelers, man. Great signing. You basically locked him up for the rest of his career. Okay, other news. The Kansas City Royals acquired veteran utility player Adam Frazier. He hit 255, 3 home runs, 21 RBIs on Wednesday. They sent the minor league player Cam Devaney to the Pirates. You know how the Pirates are. They're not really paying nobody now. Frazier was probably making a little money. They wanted to get rid of that because they're a small market and they still not selling out. So anybody that's worth anything that's not really doing anything, they just going to pack them up. Other news. The Kansas City Chiefs also did something real big, signing a big piece of their puzzle, extending right guard Trey Smith to a 4-year, 94 M's contract, 23.5 annually for the next 4 seasons, includes a $70 million guarantee. So you know their line was shot. You see what the Eagles did. Now, it wasn't only their line. Their playmakers wasn't all that. But they figured if they could fix the line, that Mahomes could do Tom Brady. It don't matter who's out there. But if you got Mahomes running for his life, I don't care if you had the 4 best wide receivers in football. If you can't, and Mahomes can't get time to let it go, then there's nothing that can happen. So they're going to continue to solidify their offensive line, and everything else follows behind Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and company. Other news. NBA, 3-time NBA All-Star, 32-year-old Bradley Beal has agreed on a contract, a buyout with the Suns for $97 million the next 2 years, and then signed with the Clippers for 2 years, $11 million. I was talking to my little man, we kind of like this pickup. I know a lot of people, gave up on Beal, but I kind of like Beal with Kawhi, James Harden. You dig what I'm saying? Zubac. They got Lopez, and they picked up another cat. I don't remember off rip, John Collins. So Clippers are going to be there again. They was there last year. They took Denver to Game 7, I think, was the second, third round. So even though they I get it, but don't count these guys out. And they still got power. So these guys are going to try to make another run. These old motherfuckers will show face. All right, let me get my man, X-Man. X-Man, where you at? Let's holler, baby. Yeah, salute to everybody. Jeremy, Romero, everybody I didn't hit up. Salute to y'all. And like I said, happy birthday. Rest in peace. Shout out to my little man, Keiki, cancer warrior. This guy lasted longer than anybody I know that had cancer. This motherfucker was a warrior. He must have had about 8 of them joints where they run your body through and shit. And that shit be eating you up, eating your teeth and all that. Coming out of that shit every fucking time, coming out of that shit. He might have lost weight, might have lost teeth, but he kept defeating that shit. That's on God. Let me see if I get my man X-Man in the building. Yes, sir. X-Man.
What's up, brother?
Oh, man, you know what? X-Man, I'm going to keep it real, man.
Got a new hat, man. New hat.
I got these old school shits, right? My wife was like, yo, Al, you got to get the new ones, man. Everybody on the new.
Okay.
X-Man, I get the new ones, but they hurt my fucking ears. I don't really like the sound. Yeah. And these ain't the budget ones. These are the expensive ones, X. So my thing is, fuck all that expensive shit. I'm comfortable with these, X. I hear you perfect. You hear me perfect. My people's hear me perfect. So you know what? I'm not going to throw these away because I don't got it like that. But I'm just going to give them to wifey and tell her and just take them and enjoy them. They're not really doing nothing for me, man. All right, let's go to sports news. I just thought I put my 2 cents into whatever. You ready to rock?
I'm ready.
Don't think I don't see that new jet hat, nigga.
I told you new hat, brother. I told you new hat, brother.
Oh, okay. I thought you was trying to be slick there. You know what I'm saying? I see you, baby. I see you. Okay, we're going to jump right into the boxing ring.
It's a big shout out to my brother. He got me this for Father's Day. So
that's what it is, man. It's a nice hat too, brother.
Thank you,
and you
brother.
got about 3 more coming your way, so you're going to be fresh every week. We're going to make sure you fresh. Ain't no way you've been rocking with me and you ain't. You're going to be fresh, my nigga. Big fight tomorrow to a lot of people. A fight that doesn't matter to another lot of people.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about it. Welterweight fight. Manny Pacquiao is coming back. 62-8, 39 knockouts. Versus Mario Barrios, a.k.a. El Azteca, who's 29-2, 18 knockouts.
Yeah.
Manny's been out the game for a while. We all know that. If you're a betting man, it's minus 200 for Mario Barrios, plus 175 for Pac-Man. Yeah. And the over-under rounds, 10.5. If you like the over, it's minus 120. If you like the under, it's even money. So what that's saying is they're not sure if it's going to go over. That's why that money's so close. But the minus $2 for Mario Barrios, they really leaning on him 2-1 to beat Pac-Man. And I can see why. He hasn't fought in a while. Yeah. So now this is where I bring you up, X-Man. What's your take on this fight? If you really been looking at it, I wish I could have got my man the R, because the R really knows all this shit. But the R was a little tied up today. I mean, he's watching the show, but he's got a shorty, rubbing on his back and all that. So he wasn't trying to try to do both. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
respect
yeah,
that. Long as
definitely.
he's ready for the Canelo fight, I
Yeah,
respect that.
yeah.
Okay, so your take on this fight, X, I'm just gonna listen.
Oh, yeah, Manny's been out for a while. Yeah, I'm not a Pacquiao fan, but yeah, 46 years old, coming back to fight a guy who's been active. It's a tough fight for Manny because how much ring rust is he going to have? How much punishment is he going to be able to take? Barrios is not soft. He's a beast, and
Right.
and he's 29, I believe 29 and 0. You said 18
29 and
knockouts,
2. 29 and
29
2.
and 2, and not only that, he's exactly what Pacquiao doesn't. He's long, he's tall, he's got a jab, and he puts power behind those punches. It's a tough fight, man. 46 years old. I don't. The only thing saving Manny is his power. And when was the last time he actually knocked somebody out?
Yeah, they were saying that. My man was saying that.
You know.
Now let me ask
Yeah.
you something. If there's anybody that could pull this off, would it be fair to say like 3 guys for sure? Maybe like, of course, Floyd Mayweather, who's always stay in top shape.
Yeah.
Can we say maybe Roy Jones, even though Roy Jones do look a little older, like them blows caught up to him. And mind
Yeah.
you, he never even really got hit like that, I felt, but he does look a little slow and
I mean,
heavy.
with Roy
And
Jones, what changed his career was the Antonio Tarver knockout.
right. And plus going heavyweight, them blows was,
Yeah.
paying
Exactly.
his
Yeah.
dividends. It was
Yeah.
paying dividends. Unlike,
Yeah.
when he was doing all this shit with the
Yeah.
hand and he was playing with cats. When he went heavyweight, it wasn't none of that playing shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, and then I would say Pac-Man is like the third person that could kind of come back from something like this.
Yeah.
But coming back and actually winning a fight is 2 different things. So,
Yeah. It is.
of course, he could win this fight, but at 2-1 the other way, the odds makers don't think that.
I mean, what Pacquiao has going for him, Barrios is a typical Mexican fighter. He's a slow starter. So
Right.
if Pacquiao can jump on him early, he can make it interesting. But Pacquiao's going to have to try to get inside and beat him because this guy's got a jab, and he can hit you with that jab, and he hits you hard with that jab. So Manny's got to get inside. He's got to make it a brawl early. This guy's a slow starter, so if Manny can steal some rounds, it's going to make it interesting.
I just don't if this guy can hit like you said, I'm not too knowledgeable of this guy.
Yeah.
That's why I say I like my man the R. The R
Yeah.
knows all about these guys.
Yeah.
But if he's got any body game, I think that might do it for Pac, man. 46
Yeah.
years old, not fighting for a while. I mean, the executioner was in there fighting at that age, but fighting consistently, and he couldn't really take those body blows.
Exactly.
And this is with consistent fighting, X.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Manny ain't been there in a minute, so I can see, not for nothing, I can see him get hit like twice, like maybe 4th, 6th round, and see him go to a knee because he's just not accustomed to this kind of battle shit no more.
Yeah, exactly.
And being older doesn't make it easier. You know that.
No, I know.
So any last
agree.
words on this fight before we can move on?
Manny has a lot of pride. I'm not a big fan of his, but he does have a lot of pride. I think he's going to make the fight interesting. I don't think Barrios is going to stop him. I think Manny steals enough rounds to make it close. I think Barrios wins. I think it's going to be unanimous.
It's going to go the distance.
It's going to go the distance. I think Manny makes it a fight, but I think this guy is going to really pick it up in the second half of the fight like he usually does.
Right.
And he's going to bruise up Manny a bit. So I like Barrios, unanimous decision, but Manny's going to make it interesting.
Right. Well, I'm going to make it fun for the show. I'm going to say Manny beats him.
Okay.
I don't want to agree with you, and it's obvious, and I'm not doing anything. What am I doing? So now I can make people talk shit. Oh, Al got Pac-Man head. You know what? I'm going to fuck with Pac. I'm going to take the risk and say Pac-Man pulls it out.
Okay.
All right, let's pivot real quick.
Listen, we didn't think he would beat Keith Thurman, and he beat Keith Thurman.
Oh, he demolished Keith Thurman, bro.
So,
he didn't beat Keith Thurman. Know. He demolished Keith Thurman, man.
Well,
he tore up one time.
And remember,
all it took was one time to tear his ass up.
And not only that, Keith Thurman hasn't been the same fighter since. So,
Facts.
So we'll see. It's going to be an interesting fight. It ain't no Edgar Berlanga who went in there talking shit and got his ass rocked. So.
Oh, that's another story. I don't even want to get into that. I don't
Tell me
post it
about
all
it.
week. I posted so much shit that I don't even have to get into that fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now we're going to shift to the NBA. I'm going to surprise you with
Okay.
something I didn't mention to you.
Okay.
Should LeBron James retire, one, or
Okay.
should he stay in the league and accept the fact that now he's going to have to be a tier 2, tier 3 guy on the team instead of the main
Yeah.
guy? So
Okay.
what would you say? LeBron retire because we know you're not going to become that?
Yeah.
Or you like, nah, I think he absolutely could become a tier 2 and tier 3 and accept it?
Yeah.
Your take.
I think I said this when the playoffs finished about LeBron. He's going to be 40, what is it, 42, something like that. You know, and
Right.
I joke around about LeBron and everything, and, you know, but I give him his props and everything. I think he should give it a go one more time because really, if you look at it, he and Luka didn't play a full season together. Luka came in injured, got into shape late in the season, and we saw what happened in the playoffs. I don't think he should retire. I think if
They're
anybody,
trying to move him though.
I understand. But if
Now,
anybody,
listen. Let's say if he stays in LA, I agree
okay,
with you. I agree with you.
yeah,
But if they trying to move him, do you think he's willing to accept to be the second, third best player on the team? Because right now he's still the main nigga in LA. I know Luke is there, I get it, but
yeah,
LeBron's still the main motherfucker over there.
yeah. But that was about to answer that. I think LeBron is one of those players that can adjust to being a tier 2 player. Depending where he goes, though. Depending where he goes.
Let's say Dallas Mavericks for
Let's
crying
say
out
he
loud.
goes to Dallas. I think he can adjust to being a tier 2.
Might have to be a tier 3. Because when Kyrie Irving come
When
back,
Kyrie comes back, yeah, tier 2.
Kyrie
Yeah,
gonna be like,
yeah,
yo, it's my team more than yours. So he might have to drop to number 3 because AD is gonna be number 1, number 2, no matter what.
yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, I think LeBron is that kind of player. I think he can adjust to being a tier 2 or tier 3 player.
You think so?
I think he can.
You think he can go home every night knowing
set,
that he's the third option? I don't think he can go home thinking that shit no
I think
more.
LeBron is that kind of player. I think he is. I think he will accept the role because he knows he's had a chance to compete for a championship, especially if he's on a championship caliber team.
I think that makes sense.
You understand? So
He'll
I think
trade that for a
can,
ring. If he can get another ring,
yeah,
he'll drop down
exactly.
to a tier 2, tier 3.
Yeah, I think he could. And you know, they're talking about Dallas. They're talking about maybe Golden State. Those are teams that he can probably he's going to be a tier 2. He's not going to be tier 1 in Golden State
Golden State will be number 2.
He'll be number 2.
Right
That's what
there
I'm saying.
with Jimmy Buckets. Him and Jimmy Buckets.
Yes. No,
Dallas
Jimmy
will
Buckets.
be 3 when Kyrie comes back.
Jimmy Buckets moves to 3 and you get LeBron. That's
right.
definite. But yeah, I think he's one of those players that can accept the role as long as he knows they're going to compete for a championship. So I don't think he retires. I think he plays out this season. If they don't move him, it's going to be hard because you're right. He's still number 1 on Dallas when they should be Luka because that's who they should be building.
You mean
around
LA?
now.
LA. You mean?
Yeah, in LA with the Lakers, and I think he should accept a number 2 role behind Luka because they need to start building that team around Luka. But if he goes somewhere, if they move him, good luck because he's making $53 million a year for this year. I think he'll accept a number 2 spot on a championship caliber team.
You think that?
I think so.
Okay, so I'm gonna end up. We're gonna pivot. I'm gonna say he stays in LA because I don't think the teams are gonna want to give that much up for him.
Yeah,
and they're gonna want a few pieces.
And he's gonna be 43.
I'm gonna say he stays in LA. They get the playoffs.
Yeah,
definitely don't win no chip, but they'll do better than last year. I don't know if that's saying much, but that's exactly. Now, if he get traded to Golden State or Dallas, I think the chip is way more possible in those destinations.
I think if he
because
goes
he's
to
not
Golden,
the man.
I think if he goes to Golden State, they're automatically a top 3 team in the West.
No, I agree because he gives them, size.
Yeah.
Nice with it to score.
Yep.
You can do everything, and he'll make all them guys better over there, especially Jimmy Butler.
I think where LeBron is now in his career, you got to send him to a team that has established stars where he doesn't have to do everything. He doesn't have to run the offense, score all the time, pass the ball, take the pressure off him. That's what he needs. And I think the Lakers are trying to do that with Luka, but they just don't have enough pieces to do it.
Okay, let's move on. Let's not overkill. You know, I hate it when my wife, overcooks her rice. So I'm going to feel the same thing about this conversation. All right, now we're going to go Hall of Fame or not.
Okay.
Everybody participate. Your answers are as good as ours. Like I said, opinions are like assholes. Everybody got
Everybody got one,
So
yeah.
it is what it is.
That's right. Okay.
Is this guy a Hall of Famer to you? Before you start going crazy, let me read you his numbers and all that. We're going to start off with James Harden. 24.1, a.k.a. the beer. 24.1, 5.6, 7.2 assists. I have to say that. My man R hates when I give y'all all that Google search shit, but I got to give it to y'all so y'all can know where it's at. 11-time All-Star, 3-time scoring champ, 2-time assist champ, 2017 MVP, NBA 75 best players.
Yeah.
Has a winning record in the playoffs, which means nothing because he doesn't have a chip.
Yeah.
But at least he has a winning record. Does James Harden enter X-Man's Hall of Fame if he retired right now?
He does. He does. And because his years in Houston, he was at his peak. He was one of probably the most prolific scorer in the league. I think one season he averaged about 34, almost 35 points a game. And then as he got older, he adjusted his game more to being a passer. He's not a great defender, never was. But in his prime, James Harden was an unstoppable scorer. He could score
you ain't
from
lying,
the outside, score from the outside. He had one of the quickest first steps to get to the hole. And if you look at it in his career, one of the best free throw shooters of all time.
Yeah, my boy Brian got thumbs down. He doesn't think that. And I get it because Brian's a Philly fan. He went to Philly and he shit the bed. So Brian still got like that bad taste.
I mean,
but you got to look at them Houston years and OKC early.
Yeah. And I think with James Harden, you're right. He has a playoff record, winning record, but he doesn't show up when it counts the most in those elimination games. And I think that's what's going to hurt him for his Hall of Fame candidacy. What did you do when the game was on the line the most?
I don't know if I have him first ballot. I think my man R got him first ballot.
No, I don't think.
He's got the numbers for first ballot, but there's a lot of shit missing, like championship and not showing up.
Yeah.
So that might, to me, even though I still think he gets in first, but I wouldn't put him first.
I wouldn't
put him first ballot.
He gets in the hall, but I don't think he gets in first ballot. Like you said, they're going to hold a lot of things against, especially those disappearing acts in Game 6 and 7 elimination games.
That's why Brian don't like him. That's why Brian's saying no.
I mean, that looks bad if you're trying to enter the Hall of Fame. What did you do when your team needed you the most?
Yeah.
You went down without a fight.
But there's a lot of dudes that got in.
There are.
That don't have a chip. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Charles Barkley's one of them. So I mean, let's do the math. Okay, let me go to player number.
The difference with him and Harden was Charles Barkley put up big numbers in the elimination game, even though they lost.
Harden, but it's still losses. There's still losses though.
But Harden didn't give his team a chance to win.
That's on the last game, but the whole series he has a great average.
No, he does.
He just don't know. Game 7 of him, he just disappears out this motherfucker.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
Now we going to the number 2 player.
Okay.
Hall of Fame or not?
Okay.
Russell Westbrook, a.k.a. Mr. Triple-Double, 21.2, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 9-time All-Star, 2-time scoring champ, 3-time assist champ, 2016 MVP, and also NBA 75 top players. Is he in for the X-Man or not?
Russell Westbrook? He's in. This is a man who back-to-back seasons.
Phillies.
Yeah, fuck the Mets too. The Mets and the Yankees both shit.
Motherfuckers up 4-1. Fuck up my money, but
Russell Westbrook is in. He averaged back-to-back seasons of a triple-double, MVP. One of the best, one of the top, greatest point guards of his generation. Probably in his generation, he's probably a top 3 point guard in the league. He's tough. He was in his heyday. He was tough. Took it to the hole. Not a great shooter, never was, but he got his team involved. He always gave his team a chance to win. And you can't take away his heart, man. The guy always had. He's still and he still plays, and coming off the bench. And this is a guy that adjusted his game to coming off the bench, and is still playing at a high level. So, I think Westbrook is in. I think those back-to-back triple-double seasons, especially in 2016, is amazing. This is a guy that really doesn't let pressure get to him. So, unlike Harden. But, yeah, I think Westbrook gets in.
Put your answers in. Okay, I'm going to say yes. I fucks with Russ.
Yes.
My man Noah Parker can't stand him, but I fucks with Russ. Russ, yeah, Noah Parker be showing highlights of all the air balls he be shooting and all that. You know what I'm saying?
But you're talking you're talking about a LeBron fan that does no wrong for him, okay?
Yeah. Right. You're right. I got Russell in another. Now he's got a losing playoff record.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a chip either, but he did enough body of work. Just like Harden. They got too much body of work not to get him in. But yes, I can understand if you don't get him first ballot. I get it.
Yeah, no, me too,
There's a sports analyst named Rob Parker. I actually met Rob Parker through my man Bertie Frotto over the phone. Rob Parker said that he don't got him in. He said, I can't get a guy that doesn't win when it matters most. But he needs to understand they don't dictate the Hall of Fame like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the MVP. I think they should, but they don't judge it off of that. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. And understand this. After KD left, Russell Westbrook carried that Oklahoma team, to the playoffs a couple times. And those were
we got Russ in. Forget about that. You ain't gotta show me nothing on Russ. Russ is in.
He's in. I got him in.
Yeah, Russ is in.
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah,
Let's move on.
Is James Harden the one that you undecided about?
No, I'm decided. No, James Harden is in for me.
Oh, okay.
I said James Harden is in.
Oh, no, but you ain't really say he was in. Like, you had your little doubts about him because you always kill him on them big games. You was killing him last year.
Yeah, of course. Listen, with the money he gets paid to even show up that small in the playoffs, man, you gotta be kidding me, man.
And remember against San Antonio, he played a whole game and scored 6 points.
Hey, listen.
6 points. Yeah, we got them both in. We got them both in. You ain't got to get nervous. maybe don't got both of them first ballot, but we definitely got both of them in. We definitely got them
in. They're both in. Don't worry about it, brother.
Yeah, that's my little man. He about to go to work right now. Okay, last but not least, actually, I got this one here for my little man, R. Man Archie, he hit me with this name yesterday.
Okay.
Klay Thompson.
Ooh.
A.K.A. Captain Clay, or whatever you want to call him. Clay, whatever. 19.1, 3.5, 2.3, 5-time All-Star, but does got 4 chips and did play big in a lot of them championship games.
Yeah, he did.
The thing with him is it's the body of work. Enough for us to say we getting him in. As the other guy's got the body of work. His body of work is less, but he shows up when it matters most. And I think he scored the most points ever in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Something like 35 points.
30-something points, in one quarter,
Incredible. He couldn't miss. He shot all threes.
Yep.
But that doesn't get you in the Hall of Fame. But that was Klay's moment.
That was his moment,
the championship. So does Klay Thompson gets in the Hall of Fame for my man, the X-Man?
Mr. Megan Thee Stallion. Klay is tough, man, because in his prime, him and Steph are probably considered 2 of the greatest shooters of all time. I think with Klay is that Achilles injury and that knee injury in back-to-back seasons really killed him. It really did. One of the great shooters. He's got 4 rings, so, and he was an important part of that team.
Guys, put your answers in. I don't want to hear terrible, that. Yes, Klay, no Klay. Yes, Harden, no Harden. And put the name that you're backing up.
And unlike James Harden, Klay played defense. He was a good defensive player.
That's one thing I got.
Solid defensive
that's big.
player.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's going to juggle my answer even harder there.
Does Klay get in? 4 rings says a lot, man. And being the number 2 behind Steph Curry, he gets in. He gets in, but he's not first ballot. He gets in.
I might need another championship or another great season. I might
Okay.
need another great 20-point average, defensively played good,
Yeah.
team made it deep in the play. I need one more of that from him.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah, I understand.
You know, he did enough with Steph Curry. He played his part. He never was no MVP, none, but he played his part. I need one more. Or X, if I could get one more,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, then I'll probably get him in. But as of right now, I don't got Klay Thompson in, dog.
Yeah. I can understand that. You know, that's why I said Clay is tough, man, because all those great years at Golden State, but I think what really robbed them was those injuries back-to-back years, the
Yeah,
Achilles and the knee,
definitely.
you know. So, but it makes it tough because, you know, he was a great player when he was healthy and a great shooter. So, yeah, it's tough. I got him in, but he's not first ballot. He's definitely not first ballot.
Okay. Let's pivot over. We're going to the MLB buyers or sellers.
Okay.
We're going to start with the Arizona Cardinals. I actually went on this page and I had a few words with some guys. Like, they were like, oh, they're going to trade Zach Gallen and Eugenio Suarez to the Yankees for like some minor league motherfuckers. And I'm like, why would they? They're only 5.5 games back out of the wild card.
Yeah.
Oh, but they're 10 games behind the Dodgers.
Who cares?
You came from the chip last year. You're only 5.5 games. You got all them studs over there. The only two guys that are out, and one of them hasn't done anything yet. It's the reliever Martinez, who's supposed to be good.
Yeah.
But yes, Corbin Burns is huge.
Yeah.
A big free agent signing who just went into Tommy John. So I get that, but I don't think you break up your team because of Corbin Burns. You still got Rodriguez, Gallen, Kelly, Fat. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of them ain't having big years, but you only 5.5 games back. You were worse last year when you made that run. With less quality players.
Yeah.
They loaded right now. Did you see their lineup?
I seen the lineup.
Arizona's loaded, bro.
They are.
But are they sellers or buyers to you?
I've heard the rumors and everything that if things don't turn around, they're going to be sellers. Eugenio Suarez is the main trade piece. The Yankees
31
really want
bombs
him.
in mid-season.
And the Yankees want him real bad.
They need him, third baseman.
I don't think they should sell. I think if anything, stay put. Maybe buy, get somebody, get another starter or another reliever. Listen, their lineup is stacked, like you said, from top to bottom. Ketel Marte is probably one of the top two second basemen in the league.
Marte.
Eugenio Suarez is probably a top 3, top 4 third baseman in the league. You know, I don't think they should break that team up. I think that team should be buying, see what they need. Maybe they need another starter, another relief pitcher in that bullpen. But
you got
only
Josh,
5.5.
You got Josh with Josh Taylor, first baseman that can hit bomb. You got it loaded.
And remember, they people are saying sell, but they had a lot of injuries early in the year. Corbin Carroll just came back. Okay, Corbin Carroll's their big name, and he's healthy now. Okay, Ketel Marte was hurt early in the year.
But you agree they got to make at least a run for a month, though, right?
They got to make a run. I mean,
what the fuck you gonna start selling right away?
You can't start
5.5
selling right now
for the wild card, and you was in the chip last year.
Listen, 5.5 out the wild card, that's nothing. I think they were 8
with
down
75 games left or some shit.
And I think what were they 8 down last year when they made
that
they
run? Were down deep.
Yeah,
that's why when these guys are like, "Oh, yo, what baseball you watching?" He said they 10 games behind her. I said, "Dog, you don't know your sports, dog. It's not just the division. They got wild card now.
Exactly.
And there's teams that have won it from the wild card.
And Suarez is still playing with a I believe he hurt his hand in the All-Star game.
Pinky
and stuff. Pinky, yeah.
Almost broke that
and he's
shit.
still playing. And you said 31 bombs. They need his bat in that lineup. You know, so they should be buyers. If they don't buy, just keep the team the same. You're gonna get hot eventually. You know, that's how it is. Come August, that's when teams start playing better. That's when they start separating themselves from the field. Dodgers are running away with the West. You're not going to catch the Dodgers. So worry about the wild card and who you can catch. And they're right in the mix of it. So they should not sell.
Right. Hold up. Give me 1 minute.
Yep.
I think it's Perdomo, right? Perdomo? It's another guy
Perdomo.
they got that
Yeah.
can hit, can play multiple positions. Yeah, Perdomo. Perdomo is fucking. That guy could do it all. Like you said, Cowell, they got Grichuk, they got Gurriel Jr.,
Yeah.
you know, Alex Thomas. I mean, I know a lot of these guys ain't hitting for average, but they got backups, they got players. I don't know. Me personally, make another run. Let's move on. Let's not overkill.
I mean, like you said, the Corbin Burns thing is big, but they're still in it.
There you go. Okay, so you saying buyers or sellers?
They should be buyers.
Okay. Next team, St. Louis Cardinals. Let me give you first. Arizona's 11 back, 5.5 in the wild card. The Cardinals are 6.5 out of division, 1.5 out the wild card. This one looks like an obvious one, but you never know. Are the Cardinals buyers or sellers, bro?
I think Milwaukee is starting to run away with that division, or is it the Cubs? The Cubs are in first, I think. The Cubs.
It's only 6.5 out, though.
Yeah, the Cubs are in first place. And then 1.5 out the wild card. Yeah, they got to be buyers. They got to be buyers. They
got veterans, you know what I'm saying?
They got veterans, yeah. They do. I think,
unless they really think that they don't have a good enough team, and they're like, you know what? Let's get rid of like the Arenados, you know, anybody that's making a little money, let's ship them. You know, Gray, they might want to get rid of Gray. You know, if they really think they're not going to win.
I agree because I think they've overachieved all year. I don't think their team is that great. They've overachieved all year. Their pitching is not that great. Their bullpen is not that great. Besides Arenado, you know, they got a lot of young players.
Yeah, they got Donovan.
Donovan is okay, you know, but they got a lot of young players like Jason Wynn and stuff like that. Those kids still need time to develop. I think they've been overachieving all year long. I think they should be sellers. See what they can still get for Arenado.
They've been underachieving for a couple years. Like, you know, you got all these banging left-handed hitters that were supposed to be really good, and these dudes ain't never get it together. Yeah. So, I mean, you can't keep hoping they're going to find a way, but
yeah,
I mean,
you got to make moves. You got to make moves, and I think the biggest move is going to be Arenado. What can you get for Arenado?
Look, they got Burson, Donovan, left-handed hitters that are good. You know what I mean? Then you got the catchers, Pages, Scott, Contreras. I think Contreras might be one. They might be willing to trade and get like a couple of young dudes, but you can still kind of go after it.
Yeah.
But you could get a lot for Contreras because he's not really doing that. He's batting like 253. He's not really hitting home runs, and he's a really good player.
With Contreras, I think he's playing first now or DH. I don't think he's catching as much.
First, you know, they're not really catching him as much.
Yeah, I think St. Louis should be sellers. You got to develop the young talent you have on that roster where you can get back, you can get a lot for Contreras. You can get even more for Arenado. So I think they should be sellers.
Not because how much they behind, because they right in it.
Yeah.
But me and you know they just don't have enough though.
Yeah.
But if you're buyers, they could probably get a few pieces to get them over the hump though, X.
Yeah. Yeah, but
so we got to be careful what we're saying. They can go the other way.
I think with them, they should start rebuilding because a lot of the young players they have that are in the roster right now.
Okay, so you say sellers. Okay,
sellers,
I'm gonna say sellers because I think Arenado's definitely gonna get traded and maybe Contreras. So if you trade those two guys, then you're definitely sellers. Okay, Atlanta Braves. This is a tough one because they basically got everybody back. They win some games, they lose. They win on some winning streak. They lose. They were beating my Yankees today 6-0. They probably won.
7-3. 7-3.
Yeah, they probably
won. 7th inning. Not over yet.
Okay, still early.
Yankees got to run on bottom of the 8th, top of the 8th.
This is a team that's extremely underachieving. Extremely.
Yeah,
I understand Strider just came back. He's not himself. Chris Scher's pitching remarkable. And then it stops right there because you got Holmes. You don't know what to expect from Holmes.
Yeah.
Then you got a couple of other young guys that just can't do the job. Your bullpen is like depleting. I mean, Iglesias, it's like every time he comes in, he got two guys on.
Yeah.
So they're closing by committee now because they can't trust Iglesias.
Yeah.
So, but they got all the offense that a team, you know, Olsen. You know what I mean? You got my boy Acuna Jr. I mean, they're loaded, bro. They are loaded.
Yeah.
Harris, how do you struggle with this lineup? Riley, the catcher hit bombs like Murphy.
Yeah.
How do you struggle? But they struggling. So I think something has to happen, some kind of wake up call, because right now they're not getting up. They get up a little bit, go back to sleep. That's not going to cut it.
I agree. Listen, we spoke about this beginning of the year when they started 0-7. I said this is a team when they got healthy, watch them turn it up, and I agree. Oh my God, they've underachieved, big time underachieved all year long.
I'm not going to say they sellers or buyers. I'm going to say they're going to keep it where it's at.
I don't think they're going to be. If they do sell or they do buy, it's going to be probably for another pitcher, another starter, another bullpen arm, because Chris Sale is out with broken ribs, so he's not coming back till probably late August.
So you know what? They might just be sellers then, because their staff is horrible. Strider's like the only guy, and he getting roped.
They got the other kid too. Schwellenbach has pitched well for them all year too.
Kid, man. Every time I jump on that kid, he get hammered. All right,
but Chris Sale has broken ribs. He probably back. He just started throwing the other day.
Yeah, X, get in the frame, X. X, get in the frame. Yeah, you're not in the frame.
Yeah, Sale just started throwing the other day. Not even on the mound. He just started toss. That's it.
Okay.
So he's going to be out for a while. But I think they're going to be buyers. I think they're going to try to get more arms in there. Another starter, maybe a couple of bullpen arms.
You spend more money, X. You know, let me tell you. Hey, hold on, X. You didn't hear this. X, you didn't hear this. They 12.5 games out the division, 9.5 out the wild card. If you keep this team and you buy, that's gonna destroy the payroll. That's a lot. There's gonna be a lot of L's in there.
But if they trade and they can get a couple expiring contracts after this year that can help them, I think the Braves they've underachieved, but I still think they're one real hot streak away.
That's what I've been thinking that all year, but it hasn't happened.
But they're off because their offense alone, with Albies, with Riley, with Acuna, with Ozuna, with Murphy, with Olsen, that offense, if they get hot and they get hot for a long time, they can really turn it around. And I still think because I did pick Atlanta to win the East, that's not going to happen with the Mets and the way the Mets and Phillies are playing. But I still think they can sneak into the wild card. If that offense gets hot and can carry that team for a long period of time with that pitching staff, I think
they got to get more arms, X. They got to get more arms.
Well, I think that offense can carry them for a while. And so if all of those guys get hot, I agree they got to get arms. I agree. But I think this is the one team.
Sonny Gray out there. They might want a bunch of minor leaguers. Give them like 5 of them motherfucking Sonny Gray over there.
I think, unlike the other two teams we talked about before, the Braves are capable of hitting their way into the wild card.
Still need some pitcher, but I'm with you.
No, you do.
Let's move on, because I got 2 teams and we ain't got all day, X.
Let's go.
Similar team. Baltimore Orioles in the American League. I mean, these guys underachieving like a motherfucker. 11.5 in the division, 7.5 in the wild card. Yep. They did lose Burns. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, they got Holiday over there. They got Gunnar Henderson. I mean, you got Mullins. You got all these guys. O'Hearn. Like, how is this happening?
I asked the same question.
How is this happening?
I actually said they're the biggest underachievers all year. With that lineup, Adley Rush hasn't done nothing all year. He hasn't done nothing since the second half of last season. This team, they lost Corbin Burns, and they did not replace Corbin Burns. That's the problem. And their pitching is a young pitching staff, not that good. Their bullpen is decent. They got Batista back, fully healthy now. And he's doing his thing, but they can't get to him because
Cano and all of them ain't doing their part. They're not doing their part.
And it's not even that. He doesn't get
Baker. Baker's all right in the bullpen, even though he gave it up the other day. But he's got real good numbers. But I'm not impressed with their starters. Charlie Morton had about 3-4 great starts. I mean, today he probably got bombed as I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Let me see. He got bombed today. He had 4 quality starts before that. And you already know you can't count on Charlie Morton. And they get blown 11-0. So I think they're going to be sellers.
They're sellers.
Yeah, they're going to be sellers, especially with the
Gunnar Henderson hasn't had a great year either.
I don't know if they're not messing with them young guys. They'll probably fuck with something like,
Gunnar Henderson's not going. Henderson's not going anywhere.
Charlie Morton. I don't think they're going to mess with any of them young hitters, though, man.
I think they can get something from Mullins. Gunnar Henderson's not going anywhere.
And Holiday's not going nowhere.
Holiday's not going anywhere. Cedric Mullins is probably on the trade block. You could get something.
Yeah, I put him on the block.
You could get something for Cedric Mullins, who's still if not injured, Cedric Mullins is still a great hitter and a great defensive outfielder.
Yeah, even though he's hitting 216, but we all know he's better than that.
Yeah.
But okay, last but not least, the Texas Rangers. Let's make it quick. We got 10 minutes, and I got 2 more things between me and you.
They're sellers. I think they're sellers. They're like Baltimore. They haven't, or I should say they're like
3.5 in the wild card only, 8.5 in their division. Let's make it quick because we got to go.
They're like Atlanta. They have great hitters. Their pitching's not great. Eovaldi's back from injury. DeGrom's been pitching lights out, but their hitting has been inconsistent all year long. Corey Seager's been in and out of the lineup with injuries. Marcus Simeon's been up and down. Adolis Garcia.
Marcus Simeon's been bad all year.
Yeah. And Adolis Garcia's been terrible.
Year.
So I think they're sellers. Hey, listen, man, this is a good time for me to say this. The Mets need to bring Jacob DeGrom home.
There you go. You seen the pitch I posted with him and Frankie, right?
Yeah.
Texas Rangers, make that shit matter.
Problem is he's got a no trade clause, so we'll see.
All right, yeah, he can turn that down. Okay, so great job on the baseball. I'm glad we touched baseball because we kind of been abandoning the baseball.
Yeah,
and we can't do that on the Al York Sports. So MLB matters here.
This ain't that bullshit first take where they don't even talk baseball.
They don't even mention it. All right,
they don't even mention it, cowards.
We're gonna go to Mount Rushmore. Okay. Everybody, put your answers in. Milwaukee Bucks, and let me make myself clear. I said this last week, and I'm gonna say it again because my man, they're all kind of confused up a little bit, and I'm gonna take the blame for not explaining myself. I'm not putting them in order.
Exactly.
I'm just putting up 4 any which way. As long as they're the top 4, that's all I'm worrying about.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not in order. Like, if I say 1, doesn't mean he's the best player ever in that franchise.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go first. And then you can you go second, and like we do it like that. I'm going to go with point guard. Mr. Triple-Double. Oscar Robinson, 25.7, 7.5 rebound, 9.2 assists, Hall of Famer, 75 top 10, 12 All-Stars, 6 assists, championship MVP. He's a no-brainer to me. Oscar Robinson, Milwaukee Bucks.
I agree. First man to average triple-double in the NBA. Definitely on my Mount Rushmore of point guards. He's definitely one of the top 4 guys. I don't want to hear shit about Chris Paul being up there. He ain't better than Oscar Robertson. So I agree with the Big O. Definitely is a Milwaukee legend.
Okay, I'm going to give you 2. Now, you're not going to agree with all of them, so I'm going to go down the line. You're going to disagree because you always disagree with at least with 1. Centers. Now, this is the tough one only because of the lack of years he played there.
In Milwaukee, okay.
But I have to get him in. I got to get him in, and I'm going to explain why. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We all know he's in the Lakers Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But I also got him in Milwaukee because in them 6 years, he was able to catapult 1 championship, average 30 and 15 with 4 assists.
Yeah.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah.
6 years, that's insane.
It is.
And playing in
It's
Milwaukee,
a crazy number.
I got to get him in. I have to get him in.
It's a crazy number.
Yeah, I have to get him in. A lot of people might disagree because he only played 6 years and he played the rest of his career with the Lakers. And I can understand to a degree, but you got to give him his flowers. I got Kareem in. Do you got Kareem in?
Listen, the man with the greatest case for being the GOAT, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The criteria for Mount Rushmore for me is if you play 5 seasons or more with that team and you make an impact like Kareem did, then you belong on their Mount Rushmore.
Okay, I like that. I like that you're getting pretty with the words, too. He said criteria.
Yeah, no. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar belongs in the Mount Rushmore. Name me a better center Milwaukee has had since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'll wait.
Yeah, I mean, they got a couple guys, but
not as good.
We're going to get to it right now. My third guy, 12 seasons played. He's got a championship. He's still playing. Giannis, the Greek freak.
Yep.
Akatopuku, however you say it. 24 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. I'm getting them in. I don't give a fuck. Now listen, a lot of people might argue, Al, you sure you got him ahead of Bob Lanier? Bob Lanier is a beast. I know my man Breezy know about Bob Lanier, lefty OG center. But I'm gonna say the Greek Freak does way more than Bob Lanier.
Yeah, I agree.
And you know, and his numbers are better, and he has a chip.
Yeah.
You know, I hate not getting in Bob Lanier because he is a Milwaukee great, but
Yeah.
I got him in. Okay, now this is where me and you might disagree at. My fourth guy, I'm going to go with a point guard, which his numbers ain't everything, but it's what he meant to the team. He's a Hall of Famer. I loved him growing up. You know, a lot of people don't have knowledge in him. I'm pretty sure my man, the R, never heard of him. But this is my man, Sidney Moncrief.
Okay.
15.6, 14.7, 3.6, Hall of Famer, 5-time All-Star. His accolades and all that, only 5 All-Stars. You know, people go, Al, what are you doing, Al? But this kid was the stone of that team when they were making the playoffs every year. They wasn't winning, but they were battling Mo Cheeks and company, the Celtics and all that. And Moncrief was big on those games, especially the playoffs. So now a lot of people might say Lanier instead of Moncrief. Some might say Marcus Johnson. Marcus Johnson was great.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with Moncrief. Who's your 4X?
Well, to get back to Giannis, because I agree with you on Giannis, but Giannis, once he's retired, Giannis is going to be one of the top 3 power forwards of all time, hands down.
I was going to leave him out and get the other 2 guys, but I couldn't.
You can't.
Yeah, he's already in, though.
Giannis's body of work speaks for itself, man. Come on. My 4th one.
Put your answers in, Breezy.
And there are a lot
Breezy,
of great,
put your answers in.
There's a lot of great players in Milwaukee. Paul Pressey was another guy that was a great player.
I like Pressey. I like Terry Cummings.
And that's my 4th pick, Terry Cummings. I think Terry Cummings, and I love Sidney Moncrief, Alvin Robinson.
You like him better than Marcus Johnson?
Marcus
Johnson was dope.
No, Marcus Johnson was dope.
Hey, look,
and let's not forget Alvin Robertson.
Oh boy.
Okay,
he was
so
nice
I'm gonna take Terry Cummings, and people who don't know who Terry Cummings is,
bald-headed motherfuckers.
Go ahead and YouTube him. Okay, Terry Cummings, when he first came in the league, I think it was the first 8-10 years in the league. He was
how
all-star.
about Vin Baker or Big Dog?
Oh, Big Dog. Hey, Ray Allen.
That's what I'm saying. This could go anyway, bro.
But I'm gonna go with Terry Cummings. Like I said, they don't know YouTube Terry Cummings, man. Terry Cummings is first before his knee blew out. He was a beast, all-star. I think he had 2010. He gave Charles Barkley fits.
I love Cummings.
He wasn't that tall, but he was built like a house.
Now look at Baker and Robinson were great, but I don't think they removed none of these dudes.
No.
You feel me? They were great. You could put them there top 10. But they're not going to clip the top 4.
I agree. There are certain guys you can make a case for. You said Sidney Moncrief, Paul Pressey. You can make a case for Marcus Johnson, Alvin Robertson, Ray Allen. We didn't even put Ray Allen up there.
Yeah.
So we can make a case for all those guys. But Vin Baker, Glenn Robinson, they're top 10, but they're not in the conversation. They're not even close. Brandon Jennings, not
everybody
even close.
That knows Milwaukee, though, if you are diehard Milwaukee, you know Sidney Moncrief.
Of course.
That fucking guy.
No, Sidney Moncrief, he was a good player. He was great.
Yeah, I mean, his numbers don't show it. He don't have remarkable numbers. But it's like Jeter. Jeter was great with the Yankees, but he ain't got no real number. Okay, he got 3,000 hits and all that, but he ain't got no real numbers. But he was great because he's a great team leader. You know, he makes all the plays and gets the big hits. So, okay, we figured out you going Cummings, I'm going Moncrief. Great Mount Rushmore.
That's right.
Everybody put your answers in. Now we're going to choose one and why. And we're going to the spinoff, round 8, and we're going to get it popping. You ready, baby?
I got you.
Boxing.
Okay.
Middleweight.
Got you.
160. Bernard Hopkins, a.k.a. the Executioner. Or Gennady Golovkin, a.k.a. Triple G. Who and why?
Triple G or Bernard. I'm going to go with Bernard Hopkins. I'm not taking nothing away from Triple G. His accolades
Triple
speak for
G can hit,
themselves.
dog.
Triple G can hit.
You the one
He
that
had,
told me he beat Canelo in like 2 of those fights, right?
in 3 of those fights, I think he definitely, to me, won the first one. He
Right.
definitely won the first one to me. Second one went back and forth, but I had him barely winning also. But it is what it is.
Right,
I'm
right.
gonna go Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins. Steve,
Put your
he's from
answers
Philly.
in.
Steve, he's from Philly, so I got to take him. Philly always produces great fighters, but I love Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins, he frustrates you because his fighting style, he'll hit you inside clutch.
Yo, but imagine him and Triple G.
It'll be a great
Oh,
fight. It'll be a
man, the
great
Triple
fight.
gonna rock that motherfucker, too.
But there's a difference. Bernard Hopkins' defense was very underrated.
Right.
Very underrated. Triple G's defense wasn't great. He would go blow for blow with you, but Bernard Hopkins would find a way to frustrate you defensively, offensively. He was a great counterpuncher. He gets inside. He frustrates you with all the clutching he does after he hits you a couple times. I'm going to go with Bernard Hopkins. It'll be a close fight, but I think Bernard Hopkins pulls it.
All right, I'm not going to say nothing. You just got to look at me. You ready?
Got you.
Who does that?
I got you, brother. I got you.
Executioner, baby.
I got you, brother.
B-Hop, Bernard Hopkins, baby. Let's move over. Let's pivot.
Let's move on.
Second baseman.
Second baseman. Second baseman. I got you.
Craig Biggio, a.k.a. Bidge.
Okay.
Or Ryan Sandberg, a.k.a. The Rhino. Who and why?
Wow. 2 Hall of Famers, man.
This is a tough one.
It is.
I'm going to break it down right after you give me an answer. This is a tough one.
I think their numbers are similar, but Biggio, I think, has 3,000 hits. I'm going to go with the Rhino, man. The Rhino, one of the great second basemen, and we don't get a lot of second basemen that hit for power, and Rhino did that. Rhino won a league MVP. Now, he didn't make the World Series like Biggio did, even though Biggio lost. But I think their numbers are similar. I think, like I said, Biggio, I believe, has 3,000 hits in his career. They both have gold gloves at second base. But I'm going to go with the Rhino because his power hitting, and he was dangerous in that lineup. Right. And he played on some bad Cubs teams, too.
Right. Well, before I move on, I always give a trivia question.
Okay.
Who made an out on a 3,000 hit? And it was Craig Biggio.
Biggio, yeah.
Now, you want to know how that happened?
Go ahead.
He hit a single and tried to stretch it to a double, and they gunned him out.
Yeah, okay.
So you get it now?
Yeah, I get it now, yeah.
Nobody
it still
gets
counts.
that answer.
It still counts.
No, it's still 3,000 hits, but he got thrown out in a second, though. Yeah. Okay, I did the numbers. Biggio leads in most of the categories.
Okay.
But Rhino leads to me in the important ones, like the MVP. He got more all-star games than him.
Yeah.
He hits in the clutch better than him. But Biggio numbers are better all through the ball, but barely. They're like similar, but barely.
Yeah.
But I got to go with the Rhino, man.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Rhino. I love Ryan Sandberg, and I hope he improves because he's like on a dying bed right now. Get well.
Cancer. Yeah,
cancer. Ryan Sandberg.
Yeah.
John Lester had his jersey today in the afternoon game representing Sandberg because he's not doing too well. He might have days left. Who knows? But I'm rooting for the Rhino, and we took the Rhino, and God bless to the Rhino.
Exactly.
Copy?
Definitely.
Okay, put your answers in, guys. Wide receivers. Michael Evans, a.k.a. Just Mike. Or Devontae Adams, a.k.a. Tay. Who and why?
I'm going to go with Mr. Consistency, Mike Evans. Okay,
Can't go wrong with either of these guys.
You can't go fuck Devontae Adams, that piece of shit. Fuck him.
It's not his fault what happened in New York.
Faggot. Anyway,
Can't
it
get him
is.
the ball.
Listen, man. Listen. That's a subject for another time. I'm gonna go Mike Evans. Yes, Devontae Adams has had a great career, but the last few years he's been slipping. I mean, not his fault really. You know, nobody told him to sign with the Raiders, who he knew didn't have shit anyway. And then he went to the Jets last year, forced his way out. Aaron Rodgers did get him the ball a lot towards the end of the season, which made that connection good. But I'm going to go Mr. Consistency, Mike Evans. I believe that's, 10 straight years of 1,000-plus yards.
Facts.
With different quarterbacks. He had Tom Brady one year. He's had Baker Mayfield the last few years. I think before Tom Brady, he had somebody else. I forgot who it was. And he still put up numbers.
He had crab legs.
Crab legs,
Winston.
okay. He had crab legs. Winston.
Jameis Winston.
And he still put up numbers with
No,
different
but Winston
quarterbacks.
give it up, though. He was averaging 300 yards a game, bro.
Yeah,
he might throw 3-4 picks, but he get the fucking average. He get the yardage out there.
Yeah, Mike Evans has done it consistently year in, year out, different quarterbacks. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Evans. Might be different this year for Devontae Adams. Damn, I forgot where he went.
He's with the Rams.
He's with the Rams. Yeah, so
Stafford.
I think he's going to have a monster year with Stafford and Paku on the other side. I think Devontae Adams bounces back good this year.
Okay, this is my answer real quick. We got to definitely hang it up. We over the hour. This is what I'm saying. We do an hour show, no commercials.
Yeah,
that's like the
2 hours. Man.
That's like the 3-hour show on TV with all those fucking commercials.
Yeah, we got to go 3 hours.
And not to mention, they got like
hours,
10 motherfuckers jumping in. Just me and you going hard body.
Yeah.
Pause. Yeah. Listen, I know this sounds like a shabby answer, but I have to say this. If Adams stood with Rodgers in Green Bay, this would be easy Adams for me.
I agree.
But the fact of moving around and his production going way down, and Evans continuing to put them same numbers with different QBs, I got to give the edge to Evans, though I like Adams better, if that makes sense.
No, I agree with you. I think
I got to go with Evans because, like you said, consistent.
Yeah.
That's the only way to put it. And I know people might go, but he ain't got a quarterback. Well, he should have known that when he left. He should have known what he was doing. You see, now he went to the Rams. He made a great decision.
Yeah,
you got a guy that can throw it up there.
Yeah.
But when you went to the Raiders and the Jets, bro, you was bugging out.
And with the Rams, Puka Nacua is the number one guy, so he's number 2. So he's going to see a lot of balls thrown his side because Puka's going to see a lot of double teams. So, yeah, I like the situation Adams is in. I agree. Great decision. Go to the Rams. The Rams are anyway going to be a championship contender. So, yeah.
I think they are.
Yeah, they are already. I think they are.
Yeah. They were right there. They play Philly the best in the playoffs when you think about it.
Yeah, they did.
Right? Because Philly don't bombarded everybody. Rams were a drive away from beating them. And I know because I had that game. I had the Eagles on a parlay big. I needed the money line, and I was sweating when Stafford had the ball last. No, because I kind of seen this movie before, and I'm like, damn, this guy's going to lead them to score, and the Eagles stopped them niggas, bro. Yeah, I remember. That was a great game, man. They had Aaron Donald back. They'd be over, bro. They like Aaron Donald. They had Aaron Donald away from winning it. You feel me?
I agree.
Okay, any last words, X? Great job. We took care of numerous shit.
Yeah,
Any last words, bro?
Of course, brother. Like and subscribe, everybody. Tell your friends and family. Every Friday, we always doing it the right way. Speaking the truth, speaking the facts. We don't need teleprompters telling us what to say. We know who we talking about. But always a pleasure, brother.
We cook our own food.
That's it, brother.
This is my adobo. I got my garlic in here. I got all that shit.
You got your sazon. You good to go.
Yeah, what's that shit? I got sofrito in here. All
there
that shit.
Always a pleasure, brother. Always a good time.
Great job, X.
Nothing but love, brother. And
you already know.
God bless.
You got them hats coming. Make sure you're ready. Don't let nobody intercept them. They fire. People smell that fire, baby.
Oh, yeah. I know. I got you, brother. I got you.
Okay, brother. Have a good one. We're going to holler next week. Let me get this spin off. Salute the X-Man the Hater, baby.
All right, y'all.
Yes, sir. X-Man the Hater. Always holding it down, y'all. Y'all know what it is with my guy. Now we going to the spinoff, round 8. Everybody at 0-0. Nobody's winning. Hats off to Tapia on a great comeback, catching the champion B4 that was up like 5 rounds on him. It's a true story. Tapia came all the way back. Chico was 1 win away. Tapia doubled up last week for the victory and the win in round 7. Salute to Miguel Tapia. Now we got round 1, round 8, giveaway 1. Let me say it right, goddammit. Let the best person win. Here we go. Let me lower this so y'all can kind of hear me a little bit. I know I love the track too, I really do. But I want y'all to hear me. All right, 1 through 20, guys. Round 8, giveaway 1. And all you new guys looking, wondering if this shit is rigged and all that, ain't nothing rigged about this at all. On guard. I can put that on guard. I don't do that rigged shit. I let motherfuckers win fair and square. 1 through 20. Y'all see how I shake this motherfucker up? Ain't no way in 20 numbers I can make 1 number pop up. Only God could do that. I can't do that. And I shake these motherfuckers. And they're not like dices where they're heavier than others. Like, I heard there's a way you can cheat with the dices. You make it heavier than others. No, we don't do none of that shit. Here we go. Giveaway 1, round 8 on my go. Good luck to everybody. Here we go. You got a winner. You got a winner. I know you see it. Hold on, let me move this up. Round 8. First spin off, round 8. Giveaway 1 winner is number 9. Number 9. Midwest Mo, baby. We got Midwest Mo to build it. Hold on. Let me bring this back. Midwest Mo is your winner. Round 8, giveaway 1. He's leading everybody 1-0. Salute the Midwest Mo. Now let's go to giveaway 2. Damn, I got a light that keep fucking turning off, man. I just bought this motherfucker, man. I'm gonna have to send that shit back to Amazon. Fucking light. Number 9, Midwest Mo is your winner, folks. I just seen him, man. He was in. I think he said he got in late. Okay, here we go. Let me play the music again. It's a little boring without the music. Here we go. Okay, round 8, giveaway 2. Let me put it a little closer. 21 through 40. Midwest Mo's your winner, folks. I already know what butter I'm sending them. We marinate these bad boys. Here we go. On my go, I'm the umpire this shit. 2 balls come out no good. A ball pop out no good. It's gotta be sound. Sound. No cheating, no fucking rich shit, none of that. Fuck y'all who think that. Here we go. Gotta win them. Let me push it back. Hands in the air. Giveaway 2, round 8. Winner is 22. We got the ghost back in the building, baby. The ghost is back. Summary coming up, guys. Midwest Mo, the ghost of round 8 leaders. I'll be right back. Summary. Woo! Nothing like starting with 2 individuals that were like in the middle of last round 7's run. Both of them have, I think, about 5, 6 wins. They didn't get 10. They wasn't close. They were midway. And now they both got 1 zip leads in round 8. That's Midwest Most and the Ghosts. Summary. We're going to go through with the summary real quick. I tapped in on the Pac-Man fight. It's gonna be a scary fight because I'm afraid Pac-Man could get really hurt. I'm hoping he doesn't get really hurt. I'm hoping if he loses, he just loses. He's not like where he's really hurt, where they gotta like pick him up, hospitalize him. Because at 46, man, you don't know how the body working, man. And he hasn't been in the ring getting hit or nothing. So, you could do all that workout shit, when motherfuckers doing that, they hit you with those little drumsticks in your ribs. It's different from when you get a motherfucker with power touch those ribs up, man. It's a lot different, man. Different ball game, you heard? Then we moved on. We hit up the American League buyers and sellers. We did the buyers and sellers. We did should LeBron James retire or become a 2 or 3rd guy on any other team. We gave our opinion on that. We gave Hall of Fame or not. Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Klay Thompson. We touched up on the Mount Rushmore, Milwaukee Bucks. A lot of names were left out. You can only get 4. We didn't get Alvin Robinson. We didn't get Ray Allen in there. I didn't get Ray Allen in there. He didn't get Ray Allen. Vin Baker, Big Dog Robinson. I got the guys I thought that were qualified to get there. Last pick, he took Terry Cummings. I took Sidney Moncrief. But there's a lot of people. Marcus Johnson was left out. Bob Lanier. Unless you guys get him in, I didn't get him in on mine. And then we did, choose one and wild. Those are always tough. Triple G, the executioner. What else we did there? We did second baseman, Biggio, Ryan Sandberg. And then I forgot the last one we did. Jesus, it's so much work. Give me a minute, guys. Wide receivers, we did Mike Evans and Devontae Adams. And I expect y'all to all put your answers in, contribute, put your thoughts in. That's very important to me. Like I said, thank you guys for another week. I'm going to put about another 3-4 videos between Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Y'all know I'm slaughtering Instagram, so make sure y'all get an Instagram account. Because if y'all don't, you losing out on a lot of work. I'm roasting them over there. I'm not going to lie to you. Roasting sessions. I'm able to just pick topics, going on people's opinions. Like I went in on Mace talking about that Charles Barkley, Robert Horry is better than Charles Barkley. Are you serious, Mace? Stick the music, Mace. I might fuck with you a little where you thought Jaylen Brown's better than Jason Tatum. But even that, if you asked 100 people in a room, 90's going to say Tatum. But Horry over Barkley, 100 will be 100 zip or Barkley. Now you wildin'. And I got another lineup. I got a lineup for that nigga Gilly that look like the zoo. Gilly talking about he don't put nobody on. Like, damn, dog, you get love, you make it up there, and you ain't looking to give back. I know you get to the community, but that's some Pac-Man shit. Pac-Man looks out for his hood, but he don't put fighters on him. My man all put me up on that. So Gilly, you look out for kids in the hood, but you ain't letting nobody get on via the craft. What you scared about, dog? You scared because you know you ain't nice like that. I never fear for my job, man. I know I'm the best in what I do. I'll put niggas on my show. You don't see nobody inviting me to their shows. Motherfuckers don't invite me. It's not because they don't like me. It's because they know their followers is going to become my followers. They scared. That's why they do that gatekeeper shit. Because I know my shit. I've been doing this too long. I told y'all that. I've been doing this too long not to be that nigga. But with gatekeepers, there's nothing nobody could do. Nothing. And he's a gatekeeper. Because he got power to bring people in, and he rather not, because like he said, I got to feed my family. These young niggas to come take my job. Nigga, this shit ain't no fucking security or no fucking HR shit in a job where, you know, they people going after people's shit. Man, your shit should be established, dog. You. Ain't nobody could be you on your show. Nobody could be nicer than you, but at the end of the day, you on your show. I'm going to hit him with that video for sure this week. This week, I'm going to get into details with that. But y'all hold your head, man. Another week, Al Your Sports. And like I said, y'all, real motherfuckers that been keeping it real with you, they need to come through for you when shit hit the fan. All that being there, regular shit, that's cool. That's cool. But I need you to be there when I'm on the other side, when I'm in prison, when I'm in the hospital, when I'm injured, when I'm fucked up in the game. That's when I really need you to be there. I don't need you to show up to me with no party, shaking my hand in the sports book, cheering for a team. I need you to be there when it matters, because I'm going to be there when it matters. And if I see it's one-sided, Clippers, LA Clippers all day. Y'all hold your head. Love y'all. Al Your Sports. Off rip. You heard niggas. Stay up.